Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and today we're going to make a little booklet that I was playing with. My friend Carol is on vacation, which is awesome, and I'm so happy that she is. So I just decided I would do a different little project today rather than the grunge collab. So I'm going to make a little book. But anyways, first I'm going to show you the Dragon Rider journal kit that I have been mentioning here and there. I got inspired by Libby on Instagram, and I'll try to remember to link her Instagram so that you guys can pop over there and check out her cards that she made. If you haven't seen them yet, I've linked them before when I did the Dragon Rider type card. So it's sort of like a cross between steampunk, Victorian, medieval. You know, it's not like, it's not real, obviously. So it's just a fun thing, and she's the one that inspired me to do this. So we have this gentleman here on his dragon, and then this guy is the Dragon Lord, and some alchemy in there. Just, I don't know, just fun, just all fun. And I would say definitely grungy, masculine, that sort of a look. There's castles. It's sort of set up to maybe be the journal of one of these guys or all these guys or whatever. You know, like maybe they wrote notes in here about how they did certain things with the dragons, or, you know, they've got all their mathematical equations and the alchemy items and things like that. That's sort of where I was going. So it kind of has that look of being a journal, like sketches and the plants maybe they used in the alchemy, you know, that sort of thing. There are 25 pages. So, and they're oriented for 8.5 by 11 pages, folded in half this way, not the long way. So they're landscape, not portrait. And this one. So yeah, just a little bit different take, because usually dragons, you always think medieval castles, Camelot, I don't know, those type of things. And this is different because it's a later era, the Victorian era. And so, yeah, it's just a different take on it. A little more of, like I said, that steampunk type feel maybe. So yeah, it was very fun to make. I just became very inspired with that whole concept that Libby did. And so I just kind of ran with it. So then I also have like photographs of the dragon riders and the dragons and things like that. I just thought that was kind of fun. The castles, the men. Not that women couldn't have done it, just saying in Victorian times probably would not have happened. Not that any of this is real, but anyway, so there's backing pages. And then this I just thought was fun. I don't know, it's not any particular meaning or go with it in any particular way. I just liked it. I thought it would be great for a collage and whatever. And then some alchemy images that could go in the middle of a journal, or they still look cool like this. They look very scientific. And I feel like you could use a lot of this stuff in different journals too, and not just the dragon one. So yeah, I can resist doing a couple of these alchemy type pages. I think I dipped that in black right there accidentally. And then we've got 2 pages of these tags and 1 journal card, as I always do. This is my template for tags and things. And then there's lots of little things you can cut out, cool rusty old numbers, some kind of alchemy images, the dragons. This one, you know, obviously is more fussy cut. Well, this one too. And then there's a few that are in, you know, more of a rectangle to make it easy. Then I did some that were kind of a little bit like a playing card. I mean, I know there's no number on this one, but I don't know. I just thought they were something different. Some dragons. These are more like metal pieces that would be on a wall or something. Just thought those were kind of cool. And then there's lots of pockets, because I found lots of cool grungy, leathery looking pockets. And you know, I love these. I put a dragon on that one. So I tried to not do dragon stuff on all of them, but that just was kind of a fun one to put a dragon on. And then there's like DR for Dragon Rider, and just a D. I don't know, I just had a lot of fun. And then we have the two CD envelope covers. These are small because I used to do the big one that was the actual size of CD envelopes, but my friend Carol Laws shrunk hers down and was using them like that. And then I was like, well, I might as well, you know, do two on a page. And that way everybody could use a smaller size. It just seems to fit a little bit better in the journals. These are upside down here, but when you fold that flap up, these will be right side up. So, you know, they're not going to look, they're not going to look weird or anything. And then the number 10 window envelope cover, which I have mentioned loads of times. These were originally, my son and I made this template to go on top of a number 10 window envelope. And so the idea originally was that you could put, you know, one side on the outside of the envelope and the other side on the inside of the envelope if you were going to use it like a page in your journal. That was the original idea. Just easier to cover than doing little teeny bits of paper all the way around the window. So, but now a lot of times what I end up doing is cutting out the windows and folding them in different ways to make pockets that are like faux window envelopes. So you can do all kind. You can even put them in your journal. You know, if you'd have to cut this one down if you're going to do it this orientation. Cut the window out and have it as a page in your journal. Put some acetate or what's that stuff? Transparency paper or something like that to cover the window area, and it'll look like you have a number 10 window envelope even if you don't. So there's all sorts of ways you can use those. And if you search up number 10 window envelope covers, Crafty Cat, something like that on YouTube. I've done quite a few videos on different things I've done over the years with those. So that is the Dragon Rider kit, and it's 25 pages. I think I said that, but I'd like to make sure y'all know. And I finished my little mushroom book, my Nothing But Neutrals. I mean, we did this part together, but I'll just flip through the whole thing so you guys can see it. And I put another little pocket here. And these are my sketchbook tags, the ones that just have the kind of, a few of them have a little color, but they're mostly like a black and white kind of look. And then the back I left, which is the paint on there. So yeah, that was a super fun little booklet to do, or notebook, as Tammy wanted for the base. That was the base, was notebook. All right, so today I'm going to play with these. You could, of course, if you're not into the Halloween thing, you could do this same thing with whatever you want. I got this packing paper, and I don't know if you guys have seen this type of packing paper, but it's attached down the middle. It's perforated along all those lines. Oh, there's a spider web right there. But it was just sitting in boxes in my garage, so I need to get rid of that piece. But anyways, and I was like, and I have before made little books out of these. So if you pull off one of those perforated sections, you know, it was like this on the piece of paper, pull that off, and then you fold these. You got to kind of mess with them a little bit to get them right in half, and they are all wrinkled, but I don't care about that. And then mine, I added bits of fabric and trim and whatever, and just ran a stitch down it. I just didn't feel like stopping the camera to do that, so I just went ahead and did it. And I just left it with the 4 original pages, but you could put one inside of another, or even on top of each other, maybe before you add the trims. Or you could add even more trims and have it like be really, you know, maybe do 3 of them all stacked up. I don't know, they're just really fun. And since these ones were black, I thought doing some of the Halloween type images would be good. This is my Gothic Gray kit. These images were a freebie that I did, and these ones are not Halloween in any way. they can be, like, they kind of do have a bit of a grungy, spooky look to them, but they're just cabinet cards. And I gave these away in, it was the blue and oval, the color challenge, but I'll try to remember to put the link in again in this video so that if you guys want these, you can find them a little bit easier. And then I just shrunk down, you know, I shrunk it down on my print to size app. It's an app for Apple, and I don't know if you can get it in any other form. I only have Apple products, so I'm not very good at knowing how to do that in another way. Sometimes printers, your own printer will have like a thing where you can print 2 pages on a page, that kind of thing, and that would work. So yeah, that is what I did. And I have other ones too that I shrunk one of the big pages here. The other thing about this Gothic Gray kit is it really could be just sort of a ode to Gothic literature, because a lot of the images, like Mary Shelley, Poe, that's Mary Shelley. I mean, it was a little bit more of a scary take on Mary Shelley, but you know, there's Frankenstein. Wuthering Heights was kind of another thing I was going for. So, you know, these ones here, kind of that Wuthering Heights look. So yeah, I mean, there are some, they're sort of spooky, but even without celebrating Halloween or whatever, I feel like you could still make kind of a cool piece without, just as maybe more of an ode to those stories, because, you know, they are pretty cool. So yeah, that's what I thought we'd do today. I just sort of was struggling. I even talked to my daughter yesterday and was like, I need to come up with something for a video. And for some reason, I am just having a heck of a time coming up with anything. And then, like I said, I was out in the garage cleaning up and doing whatever, stacking boxes, because we do keep boxes in case I need them. And so I found that paper and was like, ooh, I want to make one of those little books again. I made one. I don't remember how long ago that was. But anyways. And my friend Nancy just inspired me. She has made the coolest little journal doing the Gothic Gray, using the Gothic Gray kit. And this is going to be far different from hers. Hers is fantastic. This is just more of a little quickie project to do. But yeah, you got to go check out Nancy Pitter, and I will try to remember. And please also check out Carol Laws, who I'm doing the grunge collab with, which I'm sure most of you watch her, but I always like to mention, you know, mention everybody. And Mitzi at 307 Junk Journals, and I will link their channels in the description box below. And my friend Linda, Handmade Iowa, she's not making anything right now, but she does from periodically make stuff using my kits, which I appreciate greatly. Yeah, it's just always fun to see what other people are making and doing, and yeah, definitely check out Nancy's channel with the Gothic Gray, and of course Carol's doing the collab. And Mitzi right now is working on, I think she might have just finished it, Mitz. I can't remember if I saw you do the flip through. I don't think you've done the flip through yet. She's doing like the 1955 kit, the ballerina kit, some of the florals all together, but it looks really nice. So definitely go check her out. So yeah, that's my hugs and blessings for today. Hugs and blessings to Carol, Nancy, and Mitzi, and Linda for helping me out and showing my digitals. I really do appreciate that very, very much. And there's other ladies too that also have done projects using my digitals, and I do appreciate it so much. I don't ever consider myself as necessarily having a design team, but those ladies are definitely on my design team, because I don't have, like, you have to do something every month. I mean, I say if you can do something every month, that's awesome, but you don't have to do that. And so it's more just my friends, you know, they're just helping me out. All right, so maybe I'll use Poe on this one, since I did Mary Shelley on that, the Gothic vignettes that I did. from the Somerset Studio magazine. Yeah, that was a fun one too. They're just kind of fun. It's fun to do little projects for Halloween. Or, like I said, this could totally just be based on liking Gothic authors and that type of thing. I don't feel like you have to do Halloween with it. And I need to say a super thank you to user BT7NS2OR9Z. You know who you are. Thank you so much for the super thanks sticker or whatever they call their, it's kind of like giving me a tip. So super kind, and I thank you for your generosity. And the super thanks, if you're interested, oh, I need to ink this too, is just, like I said, a way to give a tip, and it's right down under the video where you can like and subscribe and do all those things. It says super thanks, and there's a heart. So, yeah. Not necessary. Just like to tell people because they ask, so very much appreciated. That can go there, and then I'm gonna just use this. Is from Tim Holtz. It's kind of a good piece. We're just playing today. It's kind of like a free day. Wow, we got all kinds of sirens. I don't know what is going on. Fire trucks. Now I hear police cars. It was so fabulous here when it was so quiet. Not that way anymore. Little old Caldwell, Idaho is getting crazy. It's a fun piece. I don't have any of my... I should probably pause the video and get out my Halloween stuff. I didn't think of that until just now. Which, wow, Amy, you're doing great today. Like I said, I was having struggle bus trying to... I don't know why that is sometimes. Sometimes I just keep coming up with ideas, and then other times I can't think of anything. But, I mean, that's pretty normal, I'm sure. All right, I'm going to pause for just a second. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I got a few things together. Jiminy. I don't know. I always think, oh yeah, I'm good. Except there's a little shoe right there that got dropped out of the bag. Okay. So we got that. Do we want anything else on here? I do like this tree. I feel like I could just use part of it. These are some of my die cuts that are in my Etsy shop if you're interested. Like, this book is just a little too small for all this, but I think you could still make it look kind of cool. Sometimes you just gotta go with what you got, right? Yeah, I love Nancy's book. So cool. She's doing such a fantastic job. I think she's her next video is going to be the last one on it. But of course you can go back and watch them because it's amazing. Spooky is definitely her thing. Like, she's really good at it. But it's not like, you know, this kind of spooky that you might think of as being really scary or something. It's just fun. Fun stuff. You could easily make these little books too, just by using paper and folding them in the same way that these are folded. It's just always nice to use up some of that packing stuff and you know, junk that you have laying around. Because some of these papers are pretty cool. Like that. And that's from the Haunted, the die cuts. Okay, and then this one, this hopefully should go together fairly quickly. I might put a little bit more of a plain there that we could write on if we wanted to. You could also put pictures, which would be really fun. Just do a few, maybe if you just have a couple kids or something, a couple grandkids. You could just put in a few of their maybe trick-or-treat pictures and just have a little keepsake from that year's Halloween, and then you don't have to have a big whole journal or something. Like a little brag book. I made my first pumpkin bread of the year yesterday with raisins, and I love that. The only problem is I could eat the whole loaf, like it's too good. But yeah, it was a little treat. I'm not a huge like pumpkin spice fan as far as coffee. I don't know what it is. I don't like that combination, but I do love pumpkin breads and cookies and things like that. I don't know why I don't like it a lot in coffee. I mean, it's fine. It's just not something I really go crazy for. I don't go buy coffees anyway because they cost too much. But even the like stuff you can buy in the store, the creamers and stuff, I'm not a fan. And then just a little something across there. Maybe some washi would be fun. And then you could write or put a photo on that page. Oh, I could put this little girl with her teddy bear. I mean, she's not scary, but you know, sometimes in those creepy movies, there's something like that. She's actually quite cute with her teddy bear. But I like it on there. Let's see, do we have just maybe a little piece of this, maybe? Sorry, I couldn't think of what it was called. It's like, you know, the stuff, the... Oh, it doesn't want to tear. It's being difficult. Usually it tears too easily and then it's just shreds. I kind of like seam binding better for like closures and stuff like that. I think I'm going to tear it in half. Myself. I used to always use sorry, but it's just very particular. And the strings, Mitzi can relate to the strings. Drive me a little batty. I don't mind some strings, but Sorry silk's a bit much in that area. Oh, I do have the fan going. Apologize if that's noisy, but it's too hot in here. I'll be like the Wicked Witch of the West. I'm melting, melting. That'll be me. Okay, what else do we want to put? I like that. I like it, I like it. A little piece of this. I didn't print out a whole ton of stuff. I had some left, but not much from making stuff before. Maybe a little of this blue turquoise color. Used a lot of it when I have done, I don't even know, a few different things. It's kind of a versatile kit, really. Because these pages, I feel like you could use in a lot of grungy things. And they'd be fine. Kind of sad the Olympics are over. That was fun watching the Olympics, but you know, you get used to watching something and then... Oh, I know what my husband and I were watching last night, and it's Nancy's fault. See, I'm just going to blame Nancy for everything. It's good, it's good. She mentioned, I can't remember what, Discovery of Witches, and I think my husband and I have, well, I don't think, I know we've watched that, and so, but I just got looking on our streaming, whatever you call TV now, and, I want it this way or that way? I think I want it this way. And I found Witches of Mayfair or Mayfair Witches. I don't know. We watched the first one. It was pretty interesting. I thought that might be entertaining. So we're going to try that and see. I think it only has one season. I don't know if they're going to do another one. I think it's 2023, so it's fairly new. Which is amazing because I usually find the stuff that's like 20 years old. I don't know, when my kids were little, I just didn't get a whole lot of chances to watch TV in the evening. As you all know, if you've raised children, there's always something going on, somebody talking to you, which is awesome when they're here. It's just that you know, people laugh at the TV shows I've never seen, but, you know, reading to them, making sure they get baths and homework done, and just all the stuff. So there wasn't a lot of TV watching going on for quite a few years. Even movies, we watch movies, and my husband will be like, yeah, we've seen this. And I'm like, I haven't seen this. He's like, yeah, you have. I was like, no. The kids must have been little, because pretty sure I didn't see it. Okay, so what I'm thinking with this, maybe we'll put the witch here. Or do I want, maybe I need to stick with my these. I was thinking she could be a tuck. Yeah, maybe I'll try that. I'll just glue her down the top of her hat, probably this whole stick, just because I don't want it to bend or rip, and just like along her sleeve and the side of her dress and the shoe, and then it can just be a little tuck. So see, this is already vamped into something different than what I originally thought, but that's pretty normal for my creating. Just cruises along with whatever I find, basically. I might go ahead and do her hat over here. Oh, I didn't do her shoe. I'm like, why is her foot not sticking? Because you didn't put any glue on it, Amy. Okay, and then we can find another piece that would look cool in there, maybe. I have these, and these are from my Spooky Past digital, and I shrunk them way down because I made a little tiny journal. I was thinking it might be fun to use some of those. I like this little tiny tag. That's very spooky. These are just Dragero types, but they actually like look like that. They're very spooky looking in my opinion. So I didn't even do anything to those. They just look like that. They're quite spooky. I think I need something a little bit bigger though, because I'm afraid it's just gonna fall out. Oh, one of these would be good. This girl here will do. Or the old house. Let's do the old house. That old house is cool too. I think that one up there is too big. I like the idea of it being like a cabinet card anyway. And this other house is even cooler. How many times can you change your mind in a very short period of time? Oh, a lot. Let's see, let's back that with something. A lot of times. I might just use my tea dyed because I can't find one that I want. Thought I had some kind of black dyes there, but I don't. We'll make it a little booklet so it's got a little more writing space. And then when you take this out of the pocket, you could still write on that. So that would be fabulous. So the first thing we'll do is fold this in half. Or not in half, but you know. And then we can glue this on, cut around it. This is from the freebie, which I will link again, or at least try to remember to link again. If I forget, just remind me. It's in the blue oval and blue color challenge. But yeah, I will try to remember to do that because I know a lot of people are new and weren't watching then, so try to make that available again. Gonna just kind of nick those corners. And that can go back there. Yes, that works. I like that. Let's ink that edge a little. And we could even put this little tag on there. These are in the why can't I think of what that one's called? Spooky stamps. Spooky stamps is what these little tags are in. And I think I shrunk them down too because they're actually bigger than that. I mean, there's different sizes, but got quite a few different, because I've been doing this for 7 years now, so you know, you kind of pile up the different seasons digitals, and these were already all cut out. So there's that haunted house. Oopsie, I bent the back of that. Oh, I was thought about putting the, I guess that's a crow, raven, whatever. That's okay. I like that the way it is. I like that. I may not get this done. I don't know. Where are we at? 17. And then it's just loud here today. All the things happening. Where's that gonna go to? Yeah, I don't even have any stories or anything. Did my walk today. It was lovely. It was nice and cool this morning. I went early though, so that helps. My husband had to be at work at 6:30, so it was like, guess I'll get up and walk. It's actually a good time because there are fewer people out and about. It was funny though, I walked by, because I didn't leave at 6:30, but anyway, I still went earlier than I normally do, but all the kids were out waiting for the school buses, all the high schoolers, and they crack me up because they're sitting down on the sidewalks, and it's just funny. Being teenagers. Like they're dying, being up so early. Of course, I was just complaining about being up early too, so I guess I can't talk. This one's way too big. Look at this little house. It could be a little tuck. A little tuck for a little thing. Like maybe I like that lady. I could use her. No, I like this one. That one's a little bit too big. Yeah, that would work. We can only glue a bit of it. Yeah, I think my creativity is a little bit zapped, which happens to me periodically. I have been struggling a lot this summer though. I like have my good days and days that are like, hello? Yeah, it'll definitely stay there. Okay, we'll back that. I think I'll do it the same way since I got a little bit of this I can use still. These would be fantastic Happy Mail because they stay pretty flat, and you could pop it into an envelope and send it to a friend as a fun little goodie. Yeah, I have those houses, haunted houses, and those in the shop. These ones come with some craft colored ones as well, so that you can use them for any time of the year. I think I'll do that same. Don't know why, I just like the way that looks. Oopsie, I did that one a little crazy. Oh well. And you can still write on that page too. I like this Transylvania flag thing. That's funny. Do we want, I wonder if I have one of my bats, because a bat would look kind of cool. Oh, those are those numbers. I don't know if I have any bats cut right now. I'm running low on a lot of this stuff. Ooh, I do have one. This one's from the Hats, Cats, and Bats. Okay. See, you can cruise right along on these little ones like this. It's pretty easy. Maybe I'll use a piece of this. But yeah, rather than throwing that paper in the trash can, it is now a fun little book. I did that way too wide. What am I thinking? It would help if I ever, like, attempted to measure anything. That's no fun. Still could take a little bit off. Let's figure out the size first. This is why I'll probably never learn to use that ruler and blade like Carol does, because I'm just a wreck. And I didn't get that very good either. I think I'll put some washi on this one too, but down the side. And I'm using scorched timber. I think it works pretty good for the darker colors, even though you could definitely use the soot, the black one, but I kind of like this color myself. I just make a mess with the black soot. I don't know why, but it just seems to get everywhere. And I'm sure it's just me, but it's just a me thing. There's lots of me things, so. Oh, another person that has done a really cool thing, and I don't remember if I mentioned it. I may have, but I don't want to forget her, is Rhoda. And I can't remember her channel name. I can't remember. But anyway, I'll try to link her too, because she just did a really cool journal using the abandoned kit. I think I may have mentioned that. But anyway, that's another really cool. She makes some other really cool things. I'm trying to remember everybody because I am awful at that. It's not intentional. I'm just kind of dingy like that. I do like that guy, but let's see. I kind of want... Maybe I want her over here. The fortune teller. And then we could do, yeah, one of these hands from Tim Holtz. And I know this is an optometrist thing, but I might do it kind of like the all-seeing eye sort of thing. I like that. Yeah, I think that'll work. So those will be my tucks. I was going to glue her down, but I think I'm just going to do tucks with these. Just going to grunge them up a little bit more because they're kind of, I don't know, not necessarily bright, just they need some dulling. Just go kind of along the bottom and the side. Luckily, a lot of these pieces are like chipboard. I don't want the top. So they, well, not really chipboard, but at least cardstock. They hold up well to this kind of, to doing this kind of thing. That's just ink and glue. Sorry, I know it looks awful. It's just ink and glue that I get on everything. Is that gonna go back there? Yeah, okay. That works. Do I want anything else? Maybe we need some kind of lace or something that feels like kind of thing. Oh, here's a little piece right there. I'll back that. Nope, of course not. So fantastic when something just fits perfectly. Oh, I got this stuff. This stuff. Do I want this. I do feel like this needs to be thicker, so I'm gonna put more glue and fold it over, even though this is ripped right here. I'll just do it like that. That paper's pretty thin all by itself. I did these leaves I was playing with yesterday, making leaves out of this paper. And in the Somerset Studio magazine, I'm trying out things, you know. They use incense sticks to kind of just burn some holes in them without using a match, and the whole thing burns. And, you know, it's just kind of a slower, easier burn. But, oh my gosh, that will be an outdoor project. Incense and I are not pals. had asthma attack and everything else. I was like, okay, that's an outside thing to do. I do remember, it's never been one of my favorite things, incense. But I thought that's such a cool idea, you know, to do kind of a slower burn on those, just to get some small holes. And I do love the effect, but if I do that, I'll do it outside. And then the whole rest of the night, all I could smell was incense. And I just used like a white sage, all natural one, because I knew it would probably get me going. And still, it just was, wow. Wowza is all I gotta say about that. But I'm kind of weird that way though, with scents and things. Oh my goodness, you guys, this will take me forever. I thought I would be able to finish it, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. I'm sure you get the idea anyway, but it would be nice to finish something. I might pause for a minute, finish it, and then I'll show you. That's what I'll do. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I am back and it's done. I have inky, icky fingers, but anyway. So here's our cover. And again, I just stitched these pieces of fabric on, just right down like that. And we have our little girl. I did add some sayings. Held her spellbound. So something has her spellbound. And then this page, I just said the witch and the haunted house. And again, that opens so that you can write a note. So even though I've done something on each page, I feel like you can still do some writing or add a small picture or something like that. And then this says something wicked this way comes. And this one, secret black and midnight. And on this page, this is the one you guys didn't see me do. It says what happened that night, and there's just the two little pictures. I did back them so that they're a little bit thicker. And here we have the hallowed spot and this old October calendar. And he looks to be like the Grim Reaper or something. Something scary like that. And then on the back, there is just a spider. So just with a fun piece of packaging, you could make something like this. And if you don't have the packaging, I was just standing here thinking, you could make something very similar with that brown packing paper from Amazon. Just, you know, fold it and make yourself a little book. And then you could do the same thing with fabric or whatever down the side and decorate it up and have a fun little something. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you soon. Love ya. Bye.